So you've got a great idea and you really want to start your own business, but how do you know it's actually going to work, and how do you know you're actually going to succeed? Well, the actual realistic truth is that a lot of entrepreneurs fail because of the fact that they forget to think about the certain questions I'm about to talk about today. My name is Jocelyn and I'm the founder of A+CE. I was conceptualizing A+CE for many years, and it was only up until about a year ago that I fully put my foot on the pedal and started my company. And just within the short period of time that I've created this and started my journey, I've already hit a lot of ups and way more downs. And I think if I personally didn't have these questions in mind and have clarity to my answers to these questions, I probably would have given up a lot sooner. And I think the point to remember when starting any business is that this is not a get-rich-fast scheme. There is no overnight success, and all the great businesses have gone through so many failures and so much hard work, blood, sweat and tears that go behind the scenes to get them to where they are now. And really the point of this video is not to discourage you at all. I think that whatever your dreams and your vision is, please put it to fruition, because the world needs more of us and the world needs more people like you. But rather than dreaming, it's also important to be realistic and about where we are and where we want to go. So without further ado, let's get started. Business is about solving problems. And so the first thing to think about before you even start is, what problem are you trying to solve? And again, this is not a get-rich-fast scheme, and there are a lot of people out there who think that if they create a business out of someone else's model and just copy and paste another company's model, maybe sell it for cheaper, then they'll be fine. And if that's you and what you're thinking, please stop, because business is about solving problems and serving people, and it's not just about copying and pasting. So have a deep think. Whatever it is that you're thinking about creating, what actual problem are you trying to solve? And for me, for A+CE, I am hoping to solve the problems of VPL for leggings. For my personal journey, I have struggled so hard to find leggings that don't show your VPL at all, and whereby we as women have to change our underwear just to fit in, or even not wear any just to fit in. And I think that's terribly wrong, and I feel like that leggings should be something that you can comfortably wear with whatever you want to wear. And I personally love to wear cotton underwear, and also when I'm on my period, TMI, I don't really want to be changing my underwear or not wear anything at all, because that's totally inappropriate. And during those periods of times, I can't wear the leggings I want to wear because they show. And so my mission with A+CE is to create leggings that would give women their individuality back, their freedom back, their flexibility back, their time back, as well as the control over their lives back, and for them to feel comfortable and celebrate who they are as an individual, and not ever having to change who they are to fit in. Which leads on to my second question, and that is, why are you doing this? What is your purpose? You know, knowing the reason is important. Maybe being sick of your job and trying to create something that might make more money may be one thing, but maybe actually the reason why you want to do this is to serve others, to make an impact on this world, to actually pay for your kids to have a better life, or to buy a house and retire your parents. These sorts of more compelling and more emotional reasons will keep you going far longer than just wanting more money. But also, on the topic of money, there are far better ways to make money that requires less effort, less time. What it really boils down to is, what does your product or your service or what you're trying to sell really means to you, and what does it mean to someone else and the other people you're trying to sell to? Because the clearer that you have this, the easier it is for you to be on path and be on route. Because trust me, just within the last year of creating A+CE, there have been a lot of times where I'm really struggling to figure out the path and stick to it. And so without knowing your clarity and to why your purpose you're serving, and to what you're actually creating and who it is you're trying to serve, it's going to be so much easier, or so much harder, for you to stay on track. And so the clearer your answer is to this question, the easier it is for you to stick to your path. Because this is the main reason that keeps you going even when things go wrong. And it will. The whys will form your brand. They're meant to be an extension of you, your vision, and what you're trying to serve, and your purpose. So now that you know why you're doing this, I guess the third question is, who are you trying to serve? Who are you doing this for? Building a brand and company is about service. Who is your ideal client? How do you want to make their lives better? The more detail you have about them, the better. What's their age, their gender, do they work, what their hobbies, what their frustrations? Who do they like to spend time with? What are their friends and family like? And then number 4, where is your money coming from? Are you planning to fund this on your own, or are you trying to get outside help? Is this going to be a loan? Are you going to ask family and friends, or are you going to expect to get some investment outside? So just to look at them both briefly, funding it on your own may give you more control, but actually you may grow the company a lot slower. Whilst if you get money from the outside investors, you may be growing your company a lot quicker and be able to scale it a lot quicker founder, but you may have less control because you're going to have to think about other people's opinions, as well as how you use the money, as well as also creating reports that will report back to them. So these are just a couple of things for you to think about in terms of money and how you're going to want to see your company grow. Which leads on to my final point, and that is, how much input do you want to have in your business? Even if you're getting outside help, it's important for you to mention that at the very beginning. But also, who do you want involved in your actual creation and the journey on the whole? For example, for A+CE, the company and the manufacturer that I'm using, who are absolutely brilliant and amazing, and their name's Blue Associate Sportswear if you're interested, and I'll put their link down below as well. From their perspective, they have worked with many large and famous brands, but at the same time, they've also worked with a lot of startups. And so for them, they were really aware of the different inputs that different founders would prefer. And actually, for me, at the very beginning, they gave me as much control, as much input as I wanted. For me, I personally went for full input, but again, it really just depends on the type of company that you want to build. If you have little input, it means that things may progress and expand a lot quicker. But again, I think the most important question really is to go back to your question of why. Why are you actually doing this in the first place? So there you go. Just 5 key questions to ask yourself before you even think about starting your business. I'm also at the start of my journey, but I hope this video really helps you kind of see where to start and how to start, and maybe just close that gap between where you are now and where you want to be. And if you're interested to see how my journey involves, do subscribe, because I make vlogs along the way, and I really hope to make this as transparent as possible. But I'll also make other deep dive videos and talk about the crucial aspects of creating a business from scratch. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!